actor, you're not supposed to get interference with, environment, because if you want to improve yourself, remember you are an actor. You are someone else. You are not you too. Because I remember there was one time, it was a bunch of teenager girls, so they kind of very blunt. So they were kind of being judgmental, being rude.
Yeah.
They would say things that kind of offended our actor.
Yeah.
Our actor, I think he handled a little bit. He handled it pretty well, I would say, because he knows that he is Lord Garrick.
Right.
He is not him anymore.
Right.
So they are just being rude to that character. So,
Right.
So that's a really good mindset, I would say. So we just encourage our staff, like, remember when you are in character, you are someone else. So if they are not playing along, they're giving like hard time.
Yeah.
Just remember, kind of like zoom yourself out of the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just do your thing.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. And teenagers are hard. I mean, we work with a lot of youth, and they can just be rude and just mean sometimes. So kudos to your staff that they were able to just handle it properly.
Yeah. But I'm glad that he was well trained.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was a time, I think it was at Questrum. I believe we were playing, I think it was Perfumer or Red Giant.
Okay.
And another group was there, and they were just completely just high. Like stoned, just like nothing was phasing them. And their game master, came out and was like, "Hey guys, like, getting into it, getting in their character, and introduced them to the room. And the guests were just sitting there like, and I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for the game master, because like they just weren't, they weren't interacting at all. They're just staring at him, and he's like, okay, let's go. And like, oh, okay, and just walked in, and we asked him after, like, how was the room? He's like, I was laughing my butt off like for 10-15 minutes because just the things that they said and the things that they were doing in the room. So I can't, the things that you experience as a game master, I have to just be, I don't know, so memorable how funny it can be.
Exactly, because sometimes people not aware that they needed their brain, but then they came in like high or tipsy, or we sing that too, But hey, we just here do what we do, and then we supposed to provide you a great time. We'll do our best, but But usually I would say those people who are high or tipsy, they usually have a great time no matter what.
Oh yeah, no matter what happens. So 5 stars. Thank you.
So actually, I guess it's easy for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then, as a player, right? Because obviously, you're an owner, escape room owner, but as an escape room player, are there any memorable moments from a room that you've done where you're like, I want to incorporate that in, one of your own rooms?
Like experience?
Like maybe like a puzzle, or like just, I don't know, some type of design. Because talking to a lot of escape room owners are like, hey, like I really liked, this bad example, but this directional puzzle, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, how can I make it fit into my room? And usually, they'll add it in. Is there anything like that you've ever experienced where you've incorporated it into any of your own rooms?
So the thing I can think of it is like escape room also is like a new thing to me, because there's a escape room is really you really need to know a lot of things, like lighting, set design, and many different things, tag. So for me, I think the coolest thing I always want like be more involved, or to be put it more like in my room, are like, I guess, like more tech stuff.
More tech.
Yeah. So one of my favorite room, I think it's my favorite room. Yeah. So the Nemesis Club in Arizona.
Yeah, in Phoenix.
Yeah. So the owners, they work at attraction at amusement park. So they use hydraulics. Yeah, hydraulics in the room. I think that just blew my mind off. Yeah, so that's like something I really wish like I can have it in my game, because it's just so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and also been to some escape room in outside the states.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the states are very protective, so the creation it's kind of limited in my opinion, just because everyone has to be safe, no one wants to get sued.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to like escape room in Asia. I think they are more how to say creative, not really creative. I think just a more wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's very physical, and I think one of the my favorite thing I seen in the room was also the room in Asia. They have water raft in the room.
Oh wow.
A real water raft built by bamboo, and then you have to play the game barefoot. And then it's a kind of like an Indiana Jones game.
Yeah.
So it's just so my mind was also blown away. Like wow.
Right.
Yeah, and then you get wet, and then you
That's
really in the water.
That's
like,
awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's also a game. Like oh, I wish I can do it here. I
Right.
don't know if it could be possible because I think the regulations is different. But
different,
yeah, that's also something I would love to see in my room.
Right. Right. No, yeah. I forgot who I was talking to. I believe it was David Watermeyer from Escape Room Era on just the different rules and regulations, even from state to state, like from here in California or Arizona, and just what's allowed, and just seeing how escape room owners are, I guess, not going right up to the line of like what's allowed, I guess, to make it more memorable or like a great experience for the rooms. But I mean, even here in California, just the things that are done, like in small spaces, or just the unique things that are done, are just so inspiring and just like whoa, like that's awesome. Like haven't seen that in any of the rooms that we've done, or it's just super memorable. But yeah, I don't think we haven't done any escape rooms out of country, but we're trying to plan one for either later this year or next year. So hopefully, I don't know, it adds to it.
Yeah, and also I heard guests came to talk to me that they did rooms in Europe, and also mind blowing because they don't sign waiver. Not like here, you have to sign waiver. They don't sign waiver there, and then they have seen a lot of crazy things too, like fireworks in the room. Like what? Wow, yeah, and then sometimes the escape room are built in like a abandoned like cathedral. Metro station.
Yeah.
And and then sometimes they even felt the safe, like they have to worry about their safety. Yeah.